Oh, here we are on another Monday, and I'm doing something new tonight. So bear with me. I am going live also on Instagram. Hi, Instagram peeps. Um, so this is going to be interesting because I feel like I'm playing ping pong back and forth. So if you're joining me on Instagram for the first time tonight on Monday nights, I have a little closet sesh with my people, and we talk about all things motherhood and all kinds of stuff. And so I am going to try it at the same time on Instagram. I don't know how it's going to go. We're going to see. We're going to just bear with me. Um, you can join either platform, Facebook or Instagram, every Monday night at 8:30, and we can just have a bitching session about parenthood and motherhood and all of those things. I do have a little bit of organization. So tonight, my topic of the day and my vent session are going to be the same. They're going to be about traveling with kids because it deserves that much airtime. Um, we just got back from a weekend at Disney. We took my little one for her first trip, and it was my older one's bazillionth time going. And it was interesting traveling with two children for the first time. I still don't know how I feel about it. I am completely in a blur. I'm exhausted, but I am so type A that I came back, unloaded everything, and immediately started doing laundry. And my husband laid down to pass out because he was exhausted from driving and being with kids all weekend. So that's the difference between a type A wife and a husband. It's just par for the course. So I put a little call to action out. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not in good shape tonight. Let me put on my closet lipstick first. Maybe that will help. Um, I put out a little call to action asking people what their thoughts are on traveling with kids, if they had any hacks for me, because I like to think that I'm pretty savvy and street smart when it comes to the hacks that I come up with for traveling, but I'm really not. Like, I'm not a Pinterest mom. I wish I was. I'm just not. I'm not that together. I do not have it that together. I think the last time I had it that together, I was in college in a sorority making stuff with a glue gun. That's like the last time I was ever eligible for Pinterest. After having children, they've destroyed me. They destroyed me keeping it together. And so I was asking for hacks. I was asking if anyone had any tips and tricks. I'm going to tell you the few things that I do. Carol, my magic closet lipstick, it's true. I mean, it didn't help my throat situation, but what can I do? I always do like the simple hacks. Like, I know everybody does this. I'm not saying I'm a genius for this, but I always bring a garbage bag in the car because even though it's only a 3-hour drive from us to Disney, the amount of snacks that are consumed, it's like my children haven't eaten ever. And so I know there's going to be like goldfish bags and all kinds of stuff all over my car. And so I started bringing a trash bag so we can consolidate and I can go a little bit less insane. The other thing that I do is I bring all the snacks because especially if you are in Disney, a theme park in general, we all know that, it's like $12 for a pretzel. And I can't be doing that all day with two children who eat nothing but junk when we travel. And so I bring like a giant amount of individual size bags of chips and all that stuff. And I will tell you that I brought like a large brown grocery bag filled to the brim, packed with every snack you can imagine. I think I have like 5 bags of chips left. Hold on. I'm getting feedback. Okay. My friend Meredith says, I can't stay long, but my pro mom tip: pack their clothes in Ziploc bags, the full outfit, diaper, underwear, socks, everything but shoes. I use clear bags for day clothes and blue Ziplocs for the pajamas. Each kid has 2 bags a day and can get dressed on their own. If you have to dress them, all the stuff is in one bag. I keep the Ziplocs in the suitcases and reuse them every trip. So you're the second person that gave me that hack, and I can't believe I have never heard that before because that is brilliant. I am totally going to start doing that, especially if you have babies or toddlers. You know how quickly you can go through a change of clothes. I did bring changes of clothes, but they were like strewn carelessly in the bottom of the stroller. But I'm super excited about this new knowledge that I have because I am totally going to do that. I'm going to take individual Ziploc bags. I'm going to put the outfits in there. I'm going to basically throw them at my 10-year-old for her to get dressed. I'm going to have the ones for the baby, and it's going to make my life so much easier. The mom who knew too much. I just arrived in Miami. Oh, hey, you're so close. You're like, depending where you are in Miami, you're like a half an hour, 45 minutes away from my neck of the woods. So that is like probably the most brilliant hack that I've heard in a long time, and I'm totally going to start doing that. And really, I think most of the feedback I got back from moms when I asked what their favorite tips and tricks for traveling was really just to plan ahead as much as possible, which we all know children are like human wrenches that just throw craziness into our plans. And so I do the same thing. I plan also, but I'll tell you this about Disney. I know, I mean, I grew up in Florida, so I'm very familiar with, I mean, a lot of our family vacations were Disney based, but I know the fast passes are supposed to help and bring you like a sense of calm so you can get on rides without waiting. And maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I was more stressed out constantly searching for different fast passes and making sure we had whatever the best situation was. And at some point I had to just put my phone away and I was like, you know what, we're just going to wing it. We're going to deal with it. And then I would get stressed out because I would see the lines were like, you know, an hour long. And I was like, I need a fast pass. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If you are like a fast pass genius, aside from telling me that I need to buy tickets 2 weeks in advance, that's never going to happen. So if I get my tickets the same day and I want to hook it up with fast passes, I need to know what your secrets are because I found it more stressful to keep up with that. Okay, Jessica says, so if it's Disney, bring extra clothes for adults too. We had a diaper leak and I didn't realize and held her. And yes, it's not good. So we bring extra clothes for adults because that's actually a really good reason. But the reason we bring them is because the last time I went was the first time my older daughter was interested in going on like the water rides, like at Animal Kingdom, that river rapids thing. And we were soaked down to our socks and underwear and had nothing to change into. So I think I spent like $40 on a towel just to make sure she didn't end up with pneumonia. And ever since then, I bring a change of clothes for everybody. That is a must. The other thing I'm going to tell you, and I brought it in here with me, you know, you walk around and you see these things they sell, these little spray fans. Oh, it still has water in it. I think they charge like 20 bucks for a filled one or 15 bucks or something. I bought these at Target for, I want to say they were on clearance for like $5.99. Buy one for each child, even if you want for the adults. These things are lifesavers when it is so brutally hot that you can't take another minute in the heat. They are awesome. Oh, I'm missing so many comments. It's going too fast. Jessica, I started using packing cubes. They're awesome. Are those the things that basically you like squeeze the air out of? Because I'm an expert packer now. I roll everything into like little visible things, and that is the best. That is totally how I pack. It saved my life. All right, Ronit says, I'm going to be very honest, and I don't share this with the world. Well, you're sharing it right now. However, if there is a courthouse, just like they have in Disney, wait in line with your stroller and your child and tell them that your child gets claustrophobia and I need a front of the line pass. If they see that she is not tolerating small groups, they'll give you a pass and strap it to your stroller and we'll be able to be directed to the exit line. So back in the day, I did something similar to that. And then I felt super guilty and I never did it again. I couldn't do it. We just will not go on something if there's a long line. I can't do it. But I need to know the fast pass trick because there are people I know who swear by it. Like they swear by the fast pass system and I can't figure it out. Jessica, you're not doing anything wrong. Disney is so super crowded and you have to constantly plan every minute and it's just not how it used to be. So I was just having that. Jessica, did you grow up down here? I forgot. I know you live here, but I don't know if you grew up in South Florida. I remember I was talking to someone. It used to be like 40 bucks to get into Disney. It cost us, we bought park hoppers for 3 of us because the baby's still free. And it was $600 for us just to walk in the door. And I can't believe how much more it is now. It was like $40 as a Florida resident growing up. Carol says, yes, those fans are a must. They are. They're amazing. Bring your own food. They actually don't, they didn't stop us with bringing food. I don't think they check that anymore. Like I had so many snacks and nobody gave me a hard time. So I think they've come to terms with the fact that they know people are going to bring their own stuff because it's really not fair to assume that people are going to spend money on Disney food every time their child wants a snack that they're going to eat half of. Jessica, you're from Kendall and moved to Weston after Andrew. I lived in Kendall when we first moved down here from New York. Fun fact. Carol, and the paper tickets. Yes, the paper Disney tickets. Now everything's electronic, which is awesome. And I know everyone also loves the magic bands. I bought 2 of those for my kids and they would not leave them on. And then I get paranoid if I lose it, then I have no ticket. So we're like old school, pulling out the credit card style tickets every time we had to like swipe a fast pass. But the good, Carol, those were the good old days when it was $40 to get in the door and it was paper tickets and the lines were not crazy. And I love how people are like, oh, you should go during this time because it's not as crowded. Spoiler alert, it's always crowded. It's Disney. Everybody wants to go. I have never, in 42 years of life, never have I ever been to any Disney park where there are not lines. I'm sorry. Some are better than others, but there are always lines. You just have to, I told my older daughter as she was rolling her eyes and having her moody tween stuff go on that I knew that she was hot and uncomfortable, and it's just a lot, especially right now. We have like summer level heat in April, which is not fun. That you have to go to these places knowing that you're going to wait in line, that you're going to, you know, get frustrated and annoyed, that it's going to be hot, and you have to just know that, and that, you know, a lot of the food you're going to have is going to be mediocre, and you have to just suck it up and enjoy yourself. Otherwise, you make yourself nuts. Jessica, I still have some paper tickets that have no expiration. They're still good. For real? That's crazy. You should use them if they're really still good and see if they would actually work. There were times where the parks would be empty when I was in college, and now it's never like that. Right, when we were younger. Or I was telling my older daughter, if you grew up in South Florida, or I think anywhere in Florida, we did grad night where it was shut down just for when we were seniors in high school. And even though there were like a million other schools there, it was never as crowded. And I'm going to age myself right now, but at my grad night, which was in 1995, Boys to Men performed. So don't be peanut butter and jealous, but that's what I got to experience at Disney for grad night. Lindsay says you have to go during special events where they sell a limited amount of tickets, Halloween party, Christmas party. The thing is I don't want to do that because that's when all the kids are off school, and I already get stressed out thinking about how crowded it's going to be. And I know they sell a certain amount of tickets, but Orlando in general, all those parks and all the areas are so much more crowded when kids are on break that I like to go during off times. But I usually go November through February. We just were later this year and it was awful. Our annual passes expired last year and we're not paying $5 million to renew. I don't even know what annual passes cost now. We looked into it a long time ago and decided that it made sense financially, technically, to do it, but that we would actually have to go a few times a year. And I wasn't confident we would do that. So I don't even know. I know you can pay monthly or pay upfront, but traveling with kids, especially in Disney, you have to know that you're going to get completely stressed out, that your kids are going to whine, that it's going to be hot, that they're not going to want to wait on lines. I mean, this is what's going to go on. And I wrote about this last night when I posted all of my pictures from the trip, but it's so worth it. It sounds so cheesy, and I'm going to sound like that person right now. But when you watch your kids, especially my little one, it was her first time, so watching it through her eyes, it was worth every single annoying moment just to watch her live her best life and enjoy the shit out of Disney. So if you're local and you haven't taken your kids, a lot of people have asked me like what age they think is good. I honestly think 2 is a little bit young, but she has an older sibling. And so I was like, you know what, we're going to go with it. She's very mature too. And it really was great for her. But when I took my older one, when she was around that age, I feel like a lot of it went over her head. So I feel like you can totally get away with waiting. You do not have to rush, even though I know every parent, especially if you live in Florida, for the most part, has that moment where they're like, oh, I'm going to take my kids to Disney. You can totally wait. 2 is young. Jessica, they were $450 for the cheapest ones, and kids pay the same as adults. So it's $450 for the year for unlimited access. I mean, but you have to go to justify that. I don't know that I would do it. I really don't. Carol, once a year is plenty. I think they're old enough to appreciate it. I totally agree. When I was little, we used to go multiple times a year just because my dad always had business there and it was much cheaper to get in. But I don't know that I could go more than once a year. Like I have many friends who have those annual passes. That's like their thing. They go multiple weekends a month, and I don't know that I have the mental reserve to do it. It's a lot. It's like sensory overload. It's amazing for the kids. They love it, but just not even forget about Disney in general, just the mental capacity of packing for everybody in my family, getting everything, well, except my husband, he packs himself, thank God, but for packing myself and my 2 kids and making sure I don't forget everything. Everyone bitched about the sunscreen I bought. They hated the sunscreen. I mean, I was getting like beat up. Kelly, I just love you and I wanted to see your face. Oh, I love you too. I miss you. We'll have to get together soon for sure. I know we have a dinner coming up, but I miss your face big time. So I don't really have any other super hacks for you for kids, but for traveling with kids. But if you guys are here, oh, hold on, we did the cheapest Monday through Friday, $298. So that's, oh, so the annual passes are cheaper if you do just during weekends. Got it. I didn't realize that. So then you can't go during a weekend if you do that. Okay, interesting. I don't know that I always think in my head, oh, I should totally do that. I have 2 young children. I live in Florida, but I don't think I'm ever going to do it. Jessica, we did a Disney cruise once and that was more fun, I think. So everyone says that. Everyone says that the Disney cruises are fun. My older daughter went with her dad and loved it. I cannot do cruises that often. Like I'll do them every once in a while, but I have the worst motion sickness. Oh, hold on. We took Eden when she was 2 in June because her birthday's in June. I told my husband next time she goes, it'll be a school class trip when she's 13. It's so hot. It is so hot. But if you go during like between November and February, I feel like that's the sweet spot. That's what we've always done with my older daughter. And the weather's so nice. Even if it gets really, really up there, like it's never higher than 80-ish. Which is doable. It's when you start to get into the 90s that you're like, oh my God, what was I thinking? All right, let's see. Rita, get 3 fast passes to the rides that have long lines. In between the fast passes, I would check the time for each ride. We go to rides that have a small waiting time. We do this in between the fast passes. Once all 3 are done, we get another. It takes a couple of times to get used to it. And the tricks, you have to constantly reload. So I did all of this, but that's what I'm saying is that to me didn't make my life easier. It was more stressful to constantly check to see if there was a better fast pass, if there was a better time, to make sure that we were using them appropriately. And if we weren't going to use one, to cancel it. It was so much work that I felt like I was staring at my phone the whole time and not in a good way. I didn't like it. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not missing. I have 2 screens going here and this is it's a little bit overwhelming. Megan, the 450 still has blackout dates too. We did the 650 and you still can't go during Christmas or spring break. So you're telling me you pay $650 a year and you still have dates you can't go. That is bananas. That's crazy town. All right, so I had a lot of questions today because I may as well be best friends with all of the previous contestants from The Bachelorette and Bachelor, Tori Spelling, all those faces you see with their FabFitFun boxes. You guys, I have made it. I have made it in the world of social media. Mickey is banking money, Jessica. We were talking about how much money they probably clear in a day with the people that come through there just to get in the door. And I'm sure you can find all that stuff online, but we were talking about it. So I have to show you guys this because I know that like subscription boxes are all the rage, but this is the first time I've gotten my hands on the FabFitFun one, and it is magical. I can't even believe the stuff that's in here. I did a bunch of stuff in my stories for you guys on Instagram. You might have seen it, but I'm going to show you because I can't even believe that for the price of the box, the stuff that you get. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to put in there my discount code. If you're watching and you want to try the FabFitFun box and you want to get 40% off, you just use the code Sobel40, S-O-B-E-L, my last name, 40. And I'll put it I can't do it on Instagram, but I'll put it in the comments on Facebook if you guys want to try it. I don't benefit from that, by the way, so I have nothing to gain. I'm just sharing is caring. Rita, they also have starting every January to the end of June, Florida resident discount. It's the best rate. We never get yearly passes. We usually get 4 tickets and go 2 times in 6 months. That's doable. Kelly, you're going to want one. All right. So this is, I know you're supposed to like work from the bottom, build your way up, like to, engage people, but I'm going to start right out the bat. I don't know if you guys have seen every like celebrity post the Diff eyewear, and a portion for here, it says it right here, for every pair of Diff shades sold, we donate 1 pair of glasses to a person in need. So I love these models of the companies that give back. Like Tom's, I know, does it. Conscious Coconut, which I love, does it. I love that end of the business, the fact that they do that. But I have been like lusting over a pair of these, and every time a holiday comes or something where I'm like, oh, I'm going to get those for my birthday or for my anniversary or whatever, I just totally forget. So not only did I get a pair, but they are so my style. And if you don't like them, keep your comments to yourself, because I'm very happy with them. But these awesome black aviators came from Diff. They're my favorite things in the box, hands down. I am like obsessed with them. Yes, Kelly, Sobel 40, that is the code. This is my favorite thing that is in there. And these alone, I think, cost more in real life than the whole box costs to buy. So like I'm blown away by I've gotten a bunch of different subscription boxes, and this one by far has the most quality stuff, like brand name things, awesome stuff. Okay, so those are my favorite. I don't know if do you guys have Diff eyewear? Anyone have them? I was holding out for so long. I'm so glad that I did not buy them. I'll probably buy another pair, let's be honest, but they're awesome. Thank you, Carol. I'm obsessed with them. The other little thing that I got, this is something I probably wouldn't buy myself, so I'm glad they sent. Tell me, when you guys take like jewelry and rings and all your stuff off, do you just like throw it on your nightstand or on your dresser? Because I do that. I have like one, I think I have it in here. I have one little thing, grab it, that my daughter made me when she was, I think, in kindergarten, my older daughter. And it is the most beautiful piece of artwork I've ever seen in my life. And this is the one organizational system that I keep my rings in at night. If I take my wedding band and my engagement ring off, like I don't really wear them to bed. This is my favorite thing that she's ever made me, and I use this so you guys can see it. I use this, but that's like my only organizational system for when I put jewelry away. So this box came with this really cute little trinket tray, which I think is adorable. I'll show you guys. And this is by Summer and Rose. So that I think is really cute to sit either on your nightstand, in your closet, wherever. Thank you, Jessica. I like the glasses too. I am so uncool. I haven't heard of them before. That's probably just because you don't follow all of the Bachelor and Bachelorette contestants on Instagram like I do. That's why I know about them, if I'm being really, really honest. My daughters have them, so they must be hot. Carol, I'm telling you, they are hot. All right, so we have the trinket tray, we have the sunglasses, and then we have some beauty stuff, which I am also all about because I never really know what to buy. I find my favorites and then I never buy anything else. My nails are a hot mess ever since I've had children. I used to be that person who had like standing manicures every 2 weeks. That was like my guilty pleasure. And I asked me the last time I went and got my nails done, I couldn't answer you. So they sent this. Who's this by? I can't even find the name on here. Oh, you guys, I can't even see it. I need readers because I'm 42. Way of Will. So this is Way of Will nail and cuticle oil. So that came in as well. I will be partaking in that later. And then I heard that this is awesome from multiple friends. This is the Tarte Drink of H2O hydrating moisturizer. So when I posted earlier, I had multiple people reach out to me telling me that this was legitimately one of their favorite moisturizers. So I'm super excited to try that. So the thing I love too is this is all full size stuff. It's not like samples of things. So I'm totally into it. Then there is, and this smells so good, Levito, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Levito aromatic body lotion. It smells really good. It's mandarin, orange, and bergamot. Really, really good. And it's nice and it's not greasy. It's like super hydrating. You will love it. Jessica, I still haven't seen The Bachelor or Bachelorette. Jessica, that's your homework. That is your homework. You need to, even though I'm not really excited about the next season because I'm not crazy about the Bachelorette they chose, you need to watch it so that you can understand all these references that I make. All right, also got a full-size Ahava Leave On Dead Sea Mud Stuff Intensive Foot Cream, which I need. I love that you're in your closet. So Debbie, you're probably new to this situation. This is my first time going live with this on Instagram, but I figured I need to do that because I have a lot of people there who probably want to know what's going on, why I'm here every Monday night. But I hide in my closet because it's the only place that my children don't come and find me. And so this is my recording studio. If you could see the setup going on right here, you would laugh. I met you at the Emory. Oh, wait, let me look at your picture. Yes, hi. Okay, sorry, I'm old. I can't see your little profile picture. So I hide in here every Monday night and I call it work because this is my livelihood now. This is what I do. All right, so where did I leave off? Okay, this one too. You guys definitely, if you are a mother and you don't have those really fun dark circles under your eyes, tell me your secrets because I do. I sure do. And I'm super excited because now I have Murad Renewing Eye Cream, full size again. He's such an inspiration that I am coming to you live from my closet. Oh, and this I forgot to show you. This, how cute is this little, I'm gonna butcher this, Etika, but this opal and rose gold necklace is so cute. So you guys, all of this stuff came in the box. Boxes are $49.99. Like I said, I'm pretty sure the glasses are well over that in real life. And you get 40% off that on your first box. If you want to try it, if you use Sobel 40, I will throw it back up there. Hold on. Wait. Debbie says, oh, I actually have something for that. Rodin and Fields Bright Eye Complex. I've actually used that and that is great. It is really, really good. Dad and Bloated Killer Shoe Collection. Thanks. I have worked really hard. I know you're messing with me because you just want to be funny, but I have worked really hard to curate my shoe collection. You're even missing a whole 2 shelves up there. This is the reason why my husband and I can't share a closet because my shoes take up a lot of real estate. That's like my thing, shoes and bags, like most women out there. I can't help it. It's in my DNA and I'm not sorry. So that is the FabFitFun is what I'm loving. I know I posted a bunch about it today, but I can't help it because I feel really excited that I got to do the same thing that Tori Spelling did. Like, I feel like I have now I can put my head on my pillow at night and know that I have gotten somewhere in this social media world if I'm allowed to have a FabFitFun box. Dabby, so true. Shoes are an obsession. I know, and I don't know why I obsess about them because realistically, I wear sneakers or flats or flip-flops almost every day when I'm toting my kids around. I really only put the good ones on when I'm going out alone with my husband or to an event somewhere. And so, you know, it's tough. Debbie, are you selling the boxes? I am not selling the boxes. I actually do not benefit if you buy the box. I am just a partner and I get to give you guys a discount code. So if you buy the box, you get 40% off of your first one and they're quarterly. So they're not, I know a lot of them are monthly, but this one is every season. If they never invited me back to do it again and this is my last shot, I would buy it with my own dollars. That is how that's how much I love it. It is awesome. Thank you, Jessica. Thanks for the mazel tov. All right, guys, that is all I have because I came home from Disney, did a bunch of laundry, and now I woke up with a sick child who's in the next room puking every few hours. So it's super fun. This is my one break, and it's not even a real break, even though I love hanging out with you guys. The website is fabfitfun.com, FABFITFUN.com, and use the code Sobel 40, SOBEL 40, and I'll put it in Facebook. It didn't give me a place to put a caption on here, but I'll comment. You might have to scroll through comments. I'll put it on the comment section for you. Thank you guys so much, as usual, for joining me. Yes, Lindsay, Disney germs for sure. Thank you for joining me. If you joined us for the first time on Instagram, thank you so much for being patient with me because I have never done 2 screens before, and I hope it was not too distracting going back and forth, but I'm trying to give both equal love, and I appreciate all of you and your support and for being here during my Monday night bitch session, and I hope that you got something out of it, and I will speak to you all next week, and I hope you have a fantastic week. Bye, everyone. This is the awkward part where I have to end them separately. Oh, wait, I'm missing something here. That happened to you after Disney, Jessica. It sucks. Thank you. She'll be okay. Be careful. Norovirus is going around. Layla got it. I saw your post. My kids have, well, my older one has had norovirus many times. It is not a fun situation. I hope that she's better. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I will catch you next week. Bye.